Everybody good?
Hello. All good.
How you doing? Hey, what's up? My name's Isaiah. I'm 24 years old. I'm also a college student. I work, and it's funny that Gwen was talking about how powerful Forex is because like I said, I work as well, and right now that everything is going on, like my job is on hold and stuff like that, is like I'm kind of not really panicking, because I've been able to stay home and just make money. You know what I'm saying? So it's powerful, and it's like she said, like we're connected to a great group of people, But any pairs you guys are looking at? Any pairs? Let me share my screen. Y'all can unmute and talk too. Let's see. Jamie, what's up, bro? Yeah, I can't even see the chat. Let me see the chat. GU, GJ, U Chef. Okay. Well, let's look at GU. Let's look at GU. Look at the chat again. Gold. Okay. All right, let's look at GU right now. Yeah, you guys can unmute and stuff and talk as well. It's easier. We can leave all this out the way.
Yeah, guys, this is an informal hangout. If you have questions or comments, please feel free to unmute yourself. You're not going to get kicked out of here as long as you're not saying anything crazy or got a lot of crazy noise.
Yeah. So GU, let's find our highs and lows, right? Here with it. Focused on current price.
What's going on, y'all? I'm over here washing dishes. That's why I got my phone muted. I don't, had a noise in the background, but I'm definitely listening, Isaiah.
Okay, bet. You good. You good.
Appreciate it.
All right, we got this nice downtrend on here. All right, so what's happening now? We had this correction. It broke. It's a bit choppy, right? But we got our break. So now I'm looking for this retest. So right here now is when I start looking for these zones. I start looking for zones, looking for areas where price for retest, right? So like right here for me, I'll probably go about here. Right about here, right? We got our break. We got our break of our daily correction, our weekly correction, right? Got that push down. So I know just because we got the impulsive move, I need at least this. We need at least some type of push up before we continue selling to the downside, right? So this is when I start using these zones because these zones work really, really well. Like price usually comes back to these places, these engulfing zones, and they start to show you patterns. Before price starts to turn around, you'll get some type of indication that that the move that you're looking for is probably going to happen. So GU, right? I would actually want to take this buy, but I'd rather just let this pull back up, right? Up here. How many pips is this? That's a nice move, actually. It is a nice move up. So yeah, with GU, I would actually watch price at this low. Now, this is a 5-minute zone. I would kind of watch price here to try to catch this buy. Right? Or you could just simply just let it pull back because, we trade higher time frames, right? Higher time frame, although this is a nice push up for GU, the bigger move is catching this move back down. You got me?
Yeah, that's nice right there, bro. That's nice.
But like right here, I see just let the pattern form. Like I'm pretty sure at some point in time, like I'm watching price at this low, or if I get a nice descending channel that'll set me up, I'm looking for this buy. But right here, I'm watching price at this low just to see if it respects here and see what type of price action we get. If I get a push up followed by a flag, then I'm looking to catch that buy on GU, at least up until this area where these zones are. These zones work really, 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 really well. Or even here, right? I mean, I think we might get a deeper correction just because we got such a big break on a higher time frame. But like there's no coincidence that at these zones, what price does. Like look at this. In these zones, what you got? You got an engulfing candle. You see that? You can start to get certain indications that your moves will play out in these zones. You know what I'm saying? You want to show me your take on GU, Jamie?
Hey man, that right there, yeah, that look good. I can't argue with that. That's point blank.
Okay.
That's point blank right there.
Yeah, but right now, currently, I'm watching price at this low, just because it's a lot of pips up there just to catch. I'm watching price at this low, just see what we get. It's we like consider counter trend trading, but it's a lot of pips. I'll go for it.
Hey, don't you guys forget to drop your charts. We can share them in our chats. Yeah, I was looking at that same thing too. I dropped that earlier. I like that.
The buy?
Yep.
Okay.
It's do a really good correction.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it on this time frame so we can see it. 15. That's better.
Yeah, that's the money shot right there, man. That's awesome.
I'm gonna drop it in the chat right now. What else we said? We said GU, U-Chef, Gold. Gold had a nice drop. I was sleeping. I didn't even catch that. That hurt. I got gold over here. Where's that? Let's mark this up from the beginning. Right? Got my low, right? And my high. But even on these higher time frames as well, too, right? You'll start to just see zones. Like you'll see zones everywhere. And like just pay attention what type of candles are you getting in these zones. So like even here, right? Price kind of went above it, but like look what it's doing. Look how strong this weekly candle is starting to form, you know? I'm pretty sure there's another zone up here too as well. But like yeah, I just start to watch price in these zones, right? So my weekly, right? We got an uptrend, right? Let's do. We do at least this correction, this move back. All right. Let's drop down. My daily. Okay, got another uptrend. I'll take it. And two, any questions or anything like that, just stop me. I know I move kind of fast. Just let me know. All right, so look where we're at in this area right here. Got a strong push back down. So with gold right now, who's that? Okay, this shit can't go looking. Where gold is at right now, this was a good sell earlier. Check this out. And a nice downtrend. Flag. Another flag. And even in that, right? Look at this. Check this out. I bet you we have a zone in here somewhere. Let's see. We have a zone.
Yep.
Look at that. Just look at this, right?
Perfect.
Just look how price starts to respect these zones. All right, let me zoom out. There's no coincidence you get an engulfing candle, right? Here. And look what you get here. You get your engulfing candle and that push back down. So these are areas you really want to look to when you get your impulsive move and you see price start to move correctly. Now you start looking for these zones because these zones really help you with like maximizing your risk management and getting like spot on entries. You know what I'm saying? So like just finding that engulfing candle and coming back here and I got this bearish engulfing candle. That's an indication like I'm probably going to get that drop. Only thing is we don't know when, but we want to be in the right direction just off the strength of we know what's coming.
All right. Can you after the daily, can you go over like the 4 hour? You was moving a little too fast there. You lost me.
All right. Now, knowing our weekly time frame, right? What's doing our weekly? We had a weekly uptrend, right? And we know how the market moves, right? Impulse, right? Correction. Continuation, right? Correction. Continuation, right? Let's take away this daily trend. What's doing our weekly?
The drop.
Right. So at least this. Let's off our weekly time frame. So we need at least that, right? Now on our daily, right? Where do we in? We're also in the uptrend, right? Same exact thing. That's one question. That's one thing I'm just always asking, like, you know, what's due and what type of trend am I in, right? So right now, this trend line, look where we're at. We're at a spot. We're in that critical area where price could do what? So right now, I'm not looking to do anything right now. I have to wait and see what price does.
Right.
Let's look what price can do. Where we at? We at a critical area. In this case right here, I mean, we wouldn't be sellers until we got what? We got that break, followed by that retest. And then we know, once I get that break and I retest, I know what's happening. That weekly trend line that's due for that correction is starting, you know? Make sense?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So right
Bro,
now,
that makes some sense right there, man.
yeah, so like
Yeah.
one question I'm always asking that question as I drop down time frames is, okay, where am I at right now and what's due? So like right here, right? Let me erase all this. My fault, all right? This was our weekly trend, right?
Another thing, Isaiah, if I could interject for a second, bro. You know how you had your 3 flags, right? And now you see how you got that giant impulse right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it, you had your first correction, that was 1.
Mm-hmm.
You had your second correction, that was 2. You had your third correction, which you had your big giant impulse, right?
Right.
Market always moves in odd numbers, 3s, 5s, and 7s. Okay? So looking at that, I guarantee you that's a divergent that popped up at the last that created that M. I guarantee it. And bingo, there it is. That's money in the bank, baby. Money in the bank. You see how that works, guys? The market moves in 3s, 5s, and 7s. If you don't see it on the weekly or the daily, I guarantee you drop down to that 4 hour, money in the bank every single time.
Look at that. And that's what
I just wanted to interject that so you can see that, bro.
Nah, yeah,
Jamie is the king of divergence. He loves some divergence.
look at that. Divergence is pretty much when price, you see price is going up, but look at your momentum on your MACD. It's doing the opposite. It's going down. And then look, we got the cross also. Yeah, so right now, I'm just pretty much watching price. If we get a corrective move back up to this trend line, and we know how price moves, I mean, I'm looking to catch this move down and could possibly catch this break. But if I get any indication that a buy is setting up, or I get it's not a corrective move up in this strong followed by a flag, then that's in your indication for buy. But I'm really biased on the sell. Let me erase this for you so I can see this. But right now, we just have to watch price. You just have to watch price right now. Oh, I press publish. You got anything with gold, Jamie?
Hey man, I'm a student tonight, man. I know my role. I'm gonna play my position, baby boy.
Okay.
I'll see ya.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes.
You want to jump down to the lower time frame to see what's going on?
Yeah, most definitely. So as we go down, right? I'm not getting any clear indication for buys. We're getting smaller and smaller flags. Smaller and smaller flags as you go down, right? As you can see, right? That's another flag. And then look at that, right? Look at that. Look at this. Where did it come to? You see that?
Easy money, baby. Easy money.
You see that zone? Right to it, right to it, right to it. And it, it played around before it, but then it dropped. Then it dropped. So these zones work really, 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 really well. So for me right now, on the lower time frame, for me, because I missed the other drop on gold. So I'm really just waiting to see how price just corrects and just continue with the trend. I'd rather just continue with the trend than me forcing a move, just watching where price is at right now, Is that all right, Vivian? Chat. What else we had?
So you're looking for the sell on this goal?
Well, right now I want to watch price. I want to see what type of price action I get. If where price is at right now, there's not much I can really do. I'm looking left. I'm seeing I'm getting also. Look left, right? Just look what you're getting. Getting a lot of choppy movement and pushes up. So I know that correction has to happen, but I just want to see what do I get. If I get a reversal pattern setting up, coming to my critical area, then I'm looking for the buy. But just off the strength of the strong push that we got from the higher time frame, right? Look at this candle, right? My bad. As I said before, we were in a zone. We're in a lower time frame zone, right? Let me show you again. I'm sorry. I was watching here, right? We're in a lower time frame zone. The higher time frame zone. And just look what I got right here. What's forming? That weekly engulfing is forming. And your engulfing candles start, start your moves, start your reversals, and start your continuations and your impulses. So right now, we get that weekly engulfing that forms this week. I know, if price comes up correctively, I want to continue to keep selling, Because if you can see, that's what we've been getting. You can't really see the flag here, but if you go down lower time frame, these are flags. These are all flags. You see? Flag. 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 And I guarantee you that on the lower time frame, that they all came to some type of zone before it dropped. Whether it wicked it, played in the zone, gave you a higher high, but it just consolidated around that zone or gave you some type of pattern. So I'm looking for a price to come up correctively. And then from here, just watch price. Like our job is we trade repeated behavior. You know what I'm saying? We react. I'm not here to predict. If I'm watching here, right? Look at this right here. What time frame is this? It's the 1 hour, right? And what I said about these zones.
Mm-hmm.
Check this out. We got a nice engulfing candle.
Beautiful.
Nice engulfing candle. So guess what? The same way we did with these other time frames, right? Right. We can even go back up here, right? Look at this. Engulfing candle. What happened? Came back into this area. Then we got that push down. So if price comes up correctively here, right, comes back in this area, what would you be looking to do? We're going to continue the trend. So here, I'm just literally watching price. You know, and if we get that break out of that trend line, a strong break, and we get a correction, then okay, cool. I'm buying back up to that zone. Make sense?
Yes. So you watch. So you're gonna watch price in the 1 hour. That's correct.
Yeah. So I see a nice zone right here. Yeah.
Right.
I see a nice engulfing zone. I didn't catch the pushback down. So I just want to see how price reacts. To see if it comes up correctly and starts to respect that zone, and I get a lower time frame, nice engulfing candle or something like that, or lower time frame reversal pattern, ascending channel, and it's respecting my trend, I'm looking to sell.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. My name is John. This is actually the first time I ever talked on this, so thank you for everybody's teaching. But anyhow, when it comes back into that zone, when price comes back into that zone, and this is what I've been encountering all this week, price will come back to the zone, I'll get into it, and then it pushes up further, and then I'm stop lost out.
Right.
So how do you know even more to a finite better detail on ensuring that you're getting in at the right zone? Because there's other engulfing candles that might be above that.
Right, exactly. So yeah, like
Thank you.
That happens to me, same exact thing. So like this is the 1 hour zone, right? Let's say price pushed up, then if I do get stopped, I'll look at that. I found another zone on the 30-minute, right? And check this out. You just like these places is places you just really want to watch price. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no guarantees, but price respects these areas. So we found the zone on our earlier time frame, our 1 hour, right? But let's just say it does come up. If it does come up, it's no coincidence because look at this. Price wicked here, if you can see. See price wicked here? So if price was to scale up past the zone, I mean, for me, my stop loss would go above the zone just because I know that wick. But if price was to come up here and show me some type of pattern, I'm doing the same thing. So there's times where I had a nice zone marked up, but I got stopped out. But it didn't really have me second guess my analysis just because I know that price broke the zone. When it does that, it's probably going to another zone. So the deeper and more you get into your analysis and you go down time frames, you'll start to see more and more zones and you'll get a deeper look. You know, so now I'm looking at this 30-minute zone. So there's a chance that this 1 hour zone might not get respected, you know, and you can see that this wicked up here. So I will watch this zone as well. You know what I'm saying? Like you just want to watch price in these areas and see what you get. If price comes up to this 1 hour zone super aggressive, then we're not looking to sell. You know, we want corrective movement. We want any type of indication and patterns that'll show us, okay, you know what, this sell is about to be valid. Make sense?
Yeah. So though it gets up into that, you're still looking for price on whether you push the button or not once it gets to that zone.
Right. But if it shoots up, if price just shoots up to this zone straight like this, I'm not looking to sell right away. You know what I'm saying? Like now if it comes up correctively and I'm seeing it's choppy movement, a bit slower, not aggressive, then okay, let's see how price respects the zone in this area. So for me, I just set my alerts, and just see how price reacts. And if I start getting any clear calls for the sell, I'm doing that. I'm putting my stop loss above the next zone, and just let the trade run.
Okay, thank you. That's helpful.
No problem. Did I drop gold? I know this is a little bit messy. I think I did. Let me see. Anything in the chat? That's gold. U-Chef. Let's check out U-Chef. But yeah, these zones work really well. U-Chef, I got it over here.
Hey, bro, when you get done with U-Chef, let's look at EG.
Okay.
And can we check out a Euro USD after? Sorry to bombard you, man.
No, you good. AG. And you said what? What other pair after EG? You said EU?
And yeah, EU.
Okay, I got you, bro.
I said when you mark up your zones, would you zoom in closer so I can see where you're actually marking it, please?
Okay, I got you. I'm sorry. So yeah, let me go back to this goal real quick. So this 1 hour zone was where I looked at first, right? You see right here? Let me see. That was my first engulfing zone that I looked at, that I wanted to watch price. And John said that there's times where he might have his zone and he might get stopped out. And I said when price do break through these zones, I go down my lower time frames, or I just look for the next zone. So if price was to shoot through this 1 hour zone, right, on this gold move, right, you see you have another zone at the 30. And why I really like this zone a lot is because from that 1 hour engulfing zone, what do you have? You got a wick coming from that zone to this 30-minute zone. And this is the one I marked up. You see it?
Yes, thank you.
Yes. I'm sorry about that. Let's get on the U shift. All right. Oh, my watch list is in the way. I'm sorry about that. All right, so I'm looking for my most recent high, most recent low. All right. I'm cool with this here. And let's go here. And look what type of reactions we got in this around these areas, right? Look at that. Push-ups. Look where we're at. We're back over here. You look left. That's 1,000 pip push up. So right now, I mean, we're at a low. We're at a low right now. So just off of that, I'm thinking in the back of my head, I'm thinking buy. Now, this is long term, but I mean, we want to be in the right direction, you know? So we can possibly get that push up. But let's go down. Let's go down to our weekly. What type of trend I got on my weekly?
Downtrend.
Right, downtrend. All right, now look at that. We got an impulse, right? What's that?
Correction.
All right, what's this?
Continuation.
All right, what's this?
Correction.
All right, we got this. So what do we know? At least we do.
A correction.
All right, that push up, and then look where we're at. We're at the low. And look at the type of candles we're getting at these low. We're getting double bottoms, engulfing candles. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you on a lower time frame, you probably got a descending. You know, so you just want to be in the right direction. So back in my head, I'm at a monthly low, and at the same time too, my downtrend is due a correction. Make sense?
Got it.
My daily, right? Okay. Let me get this out the way. Now look at that, right? Now we know that we gotta at least get this move up, right? That correction, you said the correction is due, right? Look what we got. We got a bullish engulfing candle. So that right there from the monthly low might be saying that, okay, we might be possibly getting this push back up to the upside, right?
Uh-huh.
Right. So on my daily, I mean, I wouldn't draw a trend just yet. I don't fully see a trend, so I wouldn't draw a trend just yet for me. So you don't see a trend, you just drop down. Or if you want to see one a bit clearer, right? So you could draw this, right? Got 2 touches. I see somebody on the chat. Check this. Okay. All right, we got 2 touches, and what was doing this downtrend? What's happening right now? What's happening on that downtrend right now?
It's
Correction.
playing true tracing.
Correct.
All right, price is correct. You feel me? Now we knew. Now overall, we coming from the monthly low. We want that big push up, but before that push has to happen, these lower time frame trends corrections have to happen. You see? Make sense?
Yeah.
All right, so price is pushing up now, pushing up now, pushing up now. All right. So here, I mean, I would really want to watch price right here just because price is going up correctively. We didn't get, although we got a weekly engulfing candle, like just look how price is going up. It's not super, super strong. So who knows? Like this can be setting up for another push to the downside to go back to that low, to come back to this low, and then we get the push up, or we might get the break, you know? Waiting here, I mean, that's a nice move, but for me, I'd rather just wait and see. Right now, I just wait and see because prices is very, very corrective. It's very, very corrective. Very corrective.
So there we looking for that sell?
I mean, like I said, like when we get to these areas, you know, you want to watch price. You know, what do? We watch price. We watch price. So like here, right? We call this a downtrend. It's a bit tight. Same thing with these zones, right? Let's just say, look at this. Price came up. Just seen one. Right? Look at that. You see that? This bearish engulf, and that engulfed this little green one. Right
Yeah.
here. Right, and then look what happened. Came back in here, we got this drop. So for me, I mean, I'm watching this trend line, but if price does come around this zone, I wouldn't be surprised if the drop happened, because at the end of the day, this is a lower time frame correction. We want the bigger push, but for me, just understanding that we're at the monthly low, these moves take time. Coming from like your higher time frame zones and your lows, like these moves take time. So I'm really just waiting to watch price and see what happens. So if it does break this trend line and break the zone, and I get a corrective move, then I'm looking to catch this push back up. But right now, I mean, I'm not fully biased on. I'm not fully waiting to catch the vibe. I mean,
Got it.
actually, we're here. Look at this. All right, where we at? We're in a lower time frame uptrend, right? If price comes back up here and you see some type of indication pushing for the buy, I mean, could take that buy to the trend. It's 140 pips. All right. Because this is another zone. This is another zone right here. We got a nice bullish engulfing zone. Price comes back into this area. This would just be our correction, right? Price corrects back up here. I'm looking to take this at least up until here, and then just watch price. Then just watch price. I mean, I really want to buy just because we're coming from the monthly low, but I didn't get any really strong, no strong pushes up. So this is a buy that you actually could take. Just watch it in this zone right here. I'll clean this up for you. Inez, do you see the zone? See.
I do.
Okay, yeah. So like, just like I want to just always watch price in these areas. Just watch price in this area. So I would actually take this buy. It's corrective, but I would take this buy just because we came from that monthly low. We got a nice engulfing, weekly engulfing, right? Not a weekly engulfing, but we got a nice wick coming from there, and we just wick that low. You just wick that low. See, we got a strong candle. We got a daily engulfing. So this correction could be the one that's happening right now. But like, look at these zones. Like these zones really, like they work. They really work. So yeah, I would just really watch price in this area. Let it pull back. Let price pull back into this zone. And you can see it look like it's going to pull back because look what we got right here. We got an impulsive move, right? What's this? This is our flag. So price could be pulling back right into this area. And look at that. Look at that right there, right? Look at this.
Right, and the area is a previous resistance too, right to the left.
Where at? Where at? I was gonna say, like, look at this. We got a zone, right? You see that?
Yeah, I see. Okay.
So like that right there is letting me know, okay, price is probably gonna come back into this area. our other zone where we're looking to get the buy. And then look what happened. Look what happened here. You got an engulfing candle zone, right? Look what price does. Now this is on the lower time frame, but like, what pattern do you guys see here?
Ascending.
Right. It's the 1 minute, but it's a 5 minute zone. So price will literally like let you know what it's going to do before it does what it does. Like you're going to see these things. Engulfing zone, look what you got. You got ascending channel at the top of your zone, top of your flag. So I wouldn't even, I'll let this sell. I'll let this play out. Right. I mean, if you want to take it, but I rather just let that play out, let that break down. And then from here, look for the buy up until this trend line or this zone and just see what happens. Let me clean this up for y'all. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, man, that makes perfect sense.
But yeah, I'm like always like looking for zones, because these zones, they help me, like I said, get the spot on good entries, and then my risk management is low. And the lower you go down your time frame, the more and more you'll start to see these zones and these patterns play out. Like that's all I'm really looking for, zones and patterns. Like I want to see how price is reacting when I get to these areas.
How do you do your top-down analysis? Do you start off by drawing out your key levels, or do you start off by identifying the trend?
Well, my monthly off rip, I'm looking for my highs and lows. So I'll go through you, Chef.
Okay.
So like, look at this last candle we got right on our monthly. We got a big wick, right?
Right.
But look where look left. Look where it came to. Look where it came to. It came to a zone before. It came to an area before that produced us a move of almost 1,000 pips. You see that?
Right. So that's you got multiple confirmations. There's a lot of juice on that level.
Right. So I'm looking for on my monthly time frame. I'm just looking to just see where current price is. Where's price been playing at? So in this particular pair, price has been playing in this zone, playing all up in this area. I don't really care much for this high, just because this is a monthly. How long will it take for price to get up here? It'll be a while. And before price gets up there, it has to break here. You can see price has been steadily respecting this area.
Yeah, it's the more relevant area, right?
Right. Most recent. So I know if I got a break of this high, I mean, most likely price is coming back up here. But that's just going to take time because it's the monthly. So off my monthly, I'm just looking for my highs and lows. Now, as I drop down my weekly and my lower time frame, the question I'm always asking, okay, what type of trend am I in and what's due? So my weekly, right? We got a nice downtrend, right? How does the market move?
Impulse correction, continuation.
Impulse correction, yeah.
Right, impulse, right? I got a correction, right? I got a continuation. I got a small correction. I got a continuation, right? So what's due? At least that
correction.
Right. So that correction is due, and guess where I'm at? I'm at an area where price produced me 1,000 pips last time it touched. So that right there, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, okay, I know at least I'm gonna get that correction, if not the full reversal back to the upside. Make sense?
Makes sense. Yeah. So would you find your first TP on like the 4 hour and on the daily from there?
Yeah. So as I break down time frames, I'm seeing my areas where I'll be able to potentially take profits, and that'll probably be at my trend lines and stuff like that, or areas where price was falling down and dropping, or wherever price really respected. So like coming here, right? We got this other downtrend. If I was to catch the buy at the bottom, I mean, I'm thinking, okay, same as that other trend line, that correction was due, right? So is this.
Yeah.
Make sense? So like every time I'm going down time frames, I'm asking, okay, what type of trend am I in and what's due? I got flags, small flags, and look at that. A bigger flag was due. So if I was to catch this at the bottom, I already know, like, okay, if I don't at least get that weekly trend line or that overall monthly move to the top, I know that my 4 hour downtrend correction is due. Make sense?
Yep.
Right. So right now the correction is already starting. And why I'm looking for the buy is because we came from where? We came from that low where we got some type of, we got that push up from before. And look what price does at these lows though. Price starts to like consolidate. It'll play around for a while. You'll get really choppy movement before it makes its way up. So like I said with these zones, right? I just want to watch price here and see what I get. See what type of reaction I get. Now if I get a break back to the downside, I mean I understand why. I'm at a monthly low, right? Price has been steadily kind of going up correctively. It's not too strong. But if it was to push back down to this low, that's a better entry for us because now, I mean, it's minimal risk. I'm back at the low, and I get another swipe to that low. What's that pattern that we speak about with Jamie? If it came back to this low, look at that.
A W.
Right. So that would be even cleaner if he was to catch that, you know. But right now, because we're in a lower time frame uptrend, I'm watching price in the zone, see what I get to catch this move up here, and then from there, just watch price. Just literally watch price. To see what we get. Because like I said, I feel like price is corrective, so who knows if we're gonna get the full break. But I mean, this is a pretty good move, right? 170 pips. My stop loss will be below the next zone. I mean, I wouldn't even put it that far down, honestly. I might drop down, actually. Because you'll see zones inside of zones. Like, look at this. This is a 5-minute zone. See that engulfing candle right here? I don't know if you see it.
No, yeah, I see.
Yeah. So, like, there's times I'll do that where I'll break it down just to get just to tighten up my entries and my stop losses. But, yeah, I'm looking for price to come into this zone. Legit. And then let's look for that buy. See that? We got our flag here. Supposed to move down to the downside and then catch that buy.
You ever use fibs to anticipate like the reversal zones?
Say again?
Do you ever use a fib?
Honestly, now no. I don't. I haven't really touched a fib too often. It's really because the zones have been working for me a lot. Like I'm just paying attention to my patterns and just watching price in these patterns. When price starts to consolidate at lows, okay, I'm biased on the buy. If price starts to show me a ascending channel and I'm at my trend line, even if it breaks it, right? But it broke it correctively, right? Then I'm looking for that sell. So I'm just really just watching these areas. It's not really like designated price or certain lines. Like I'm just literally just watching these areas to see what I'm getting.
Just more, okay. Focus more on market structure, you know, the key levels, trend lines, break, retest,
Right.
you know, the candlestick anatomy.
Yep. And the zones play out like super, super clear. Let's see if I see one coming up there. Let's see. Like, look at that. All right. It's a big corrective though, right? Going up, but like, look at this.
When you're drawing out your zones, do you pay attention to the wicks or do you draw them at the like where the candlestick closes out?
Oh, so drawing my engulfing zones, I'm just using the body. So like I'm
Just the body.
Yeah,
Okay.
the body of the engulfed candle. Just the body. And then look at that, right? Look what you got. You got a wick to the zone, and then what? And then push up.
So just hypothetically, are you see how you outlined the that engulfed candlestick?
Yes.
So if you wanted to go in for a buy, you'd have to wait however many hours or candles happen between that candlestick and the one that actually retouched.
Yeah, so like this is a 1 hour zone. So this would probably happen a lot quicker than your daily or your monthly or your weekly. So like from here, it might take a couple hours, but it wouldn't really take like a couple days just because it's on the 1 hour. So like this.
One thing. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I was just gonna say, one thing that I've been doing is like I'll see that engulfment pattern, then I'll get in the trade immediately after the next one closes.
Right.
And I'll like panic that, you know, oh shoot, I'm gonna be late to the party, but you're showing me that it wicks back into that same zone, and after it wicks out, you're literally like in profits right after. But it's just so hard to be patient to wait for that retouch.
You kind of went in and out, bro. I didn't hear you at the end.
You know, I was saying that I struggle with just being patient for that retouch, because I feel like, oh shoot, you know, once it took off, it's not gonna come back, you know, and I'm late.
Yeah, but like legit, like patience pays, bro. Like just wait and see what it does there, because there's every time that I caught myself rushing to get in the trade because I'm like, it's gonna take up on me. I kid you not, I lost almost every trade. Legit.
Yeah.
So like just take it, just wait. Like just wait, just let it develop. Like you just want to wait for your patterns. Just wait for your patterns, and the pattern that you see. Like if I see something happening right now, like say like GA or something like that, or any other pair where I can't identify what's really going on, there's always more setups. So just leave it alone.
Yeah. Okay. What are your like confirmations for entering a trade? Like, what are your factors of confluence? Like, you won't enter a trade unless X, Y, and Z.
I got you. Hold on right now. Say that again one more time. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just trying to get an idea of like what are the factors of confluence that you have before you enter a trade.
Okay. Well, I just have to always see a pattern. Like if I don't see a pattern, I'm not getting the trade. Like if I don't recognize what's going on, I'm not getting it. So if I see impulse correction, and I know my continuation follows, and I'm always looking at where I'm at. Like that's why the higher time frames, like they help out so much. Like just off of this, so if your higher time frame, where price is at, I mean, what would you want to look for? The buy or the sell?
The buy.
Right. Because where were we at before? We just went the low.
Yeah.
So I always want to know like where I'm at in the market and like legit like what's due. Like always want to know what's going on. So like I know right here, okay. At some point in time, this flag had to happen. This didn't happen. It was a strong push down. The market doesn't just go straight up and straight down. I had to get some type of push. Same thing here. I got that push, right? The market had to correct, right? Then I got that push. So I have to at least get some type of correction. So my whole thing is I'm asking for, okay, where am I at in the market? Okay, what's due? And as I go down time frames, I'm really asking the same questions. And then as I go down time frames, I'm starting to see these patterns. There's no coincidence that in these areas where I'm looking for a buy, that descending channels will start to form into these zones. You know? Like there's no coincidence like here, right? If you go back. Look at this. This is a daily zone. Just look at that. What did price do? Price played around these zones. And look at that. Corrective, very correctively. Right here, I can see on my daily, I know on the lower time frame, what was this? What happened here?
Ascending channel.
Right. So as you get in these areas, you'll start to see how price is reacting. You know, like look at this. You got super choppy movement. You got wicks. You got engulfing candles. Like another one. You know, like you'll start to see these this price action. You know. So literally, that's really what I'm looking for. I'm just waiting to let price develop and see what type of pattern I get. And now if price shot through this zone aggressively, then I know, okay, that this daily zone isn't valid right now. So if that daily zone isn't valid, okay, guess what? Now I'm looking for another zone. I'm looking for another zone where price could possibly give me some type of sell setup. So same thing here. Like if right, I'm looking at this zone. I'm looking at this zone. Like let's just say if I was looking for the sell, right? Price came up super correctively. I'm looking for price to drop here. Now, if price broke here, then I'm knowing, okay, guess what? Then I'm probably getting that higher time frame correction that's happening, right? If price was to get up here and show me some type of ascending channel, it's not a coincidence because if you look left, right, look what I have here.
Right. That's Steven Lindor's Christmas gift.
yo, and they work to a T. Like I said, there's times where I've got stopped out too, but I mean, it helped me minimize my risk and get super better entries. And at the same time too, I'm feeling confident with them because if price was to break, now I'm just looking for another zone.
Would you do a sell limit order? Would you just be following the trade and wait for it to be ready and go for just like a market order?
Me personally, I don't really like limits and stops and stuff just because I've learned that, like I said, like if price was to blast through this zone, right? And I had a sell limit here.
Yeah.
Right? Let's say I had a limit here in this zone. I said, okay, price has been dropping. Okay, I got a sell limit here, right? But let's just say price shot through this zone and I had a sell limit. I'm asleep. Now I'm in the red. I'm in the red. So for me personally, I just set alerts. So let's say price didn't come back into the zone yet. I see price and respecting. I'm putting the zone at the bottom here, just like that. I'm putting an alert. And I'll just see what happens when the price gets there. And the more of a confirmation for me is, okay, guess what I got? I got a pattern there. So like I don't really use sell limits. I'm just really just watching my patterns, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you just set the alerts and you watch. Okay.
Yeah, I just set alerts and just watch price because price can do whatever it wants. You know what I'm saying? We just react. You know, there's no guarantee that price is gonna definitely respect it, but these are areas you want to watch. So like right here, right? I'll show you a pair that I was looking at yesterday, I believe. The lira, right? I was looking at this, right? We were in the uptrend, right? And I was watching here. I was watching this zone, right? Got a nice 4-hour zone.
Oh, I see why.
Right, price was coming up corrected for me. So I set the alert, you know. I'm watching it. But then, you know, look what happened. Boom, shot through. Where did it go to? I look left. I mean, it's coming back to these highs. And yeah, it's coming back to these highs. And right here for me, I believe I got a daily zone. So I marked up this daily zone. So the fact that it broke through there, I mean, I wasn't really upset just because I'm saying, okay, you know what? Price is respecting this higher time frame zone, which is the daily. I had a 4-hour zone I was watching, price shot through. And I just want to watch price here, you know? And if as you trade, your higher time frames trumps everything. So it's no coincidence to me that the daily it shot to the daily zone because your daily zones are stronger than your 4-hour. Make sense?
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's more influence on the bigger zones, right?
Right. And I'm now just waiting for my indications to catch the sell because like I said, same thing on any other time frame. What type of trend am I in? You know, what's due? Same exact thing. So this is my daily trend, right? What do we have? We got our impulse, right? Impulse, correction, continuation, correction, continuation. I know I at least got to get this. At least that. But now, I mean, just because I know that's what's coming, I mean, that don't mean I just get in. I have to wait and see what I'm actually getting until I see a pattern. So for me, I didn't fully see a pattern here. I didn't see a pattern coming into that 4-hour zone. I seen price slowing down, but I didn't get any clean setup that said, okay, sell. And look what happened. It shot through. So now that I'm going to this daily zone, now I just want to watch price and see when it's ready. And price is kind of aggressive right now, if you can see. You got strong move up out of that zone from yesterday.
Yeah.
Shot through it. So it happens, you know, there's times where it respects it, but then there's also times where it'll just go to another zone. But like that's why right there, if I was to set a sell limit, I'd have been in the red. So I'd rather just set an alert and just see what type of movement I'm getting, you know?
Right. And when you go ahead and place your order, do you wait for like some downtrend market structure to organize? I'm just trying to ask, like, where do you set your stop loss, and like how do you make up your mind? Okay, this is where I'm gonna put my stop loss.
Well, like if this wasn't to happen, all right. Let's go back. Let's go to 4 hour, right? If this wasn't to happen and price came up in here, let's keep going. Let's see. But that's too much. Let's say here, right? All right, I'm watching here. As I go down, I'm just looking for the next high. So like, I mean, this exotic is exotics could kind of like hit, but I'm just kind of going above the next high of the next zone or something like that. So like here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have my stop loss in this zone because, you know, like what can price do? But I'll have it above the high.
Okay, above the high, because I know sometimes when you put it above the high, like on the 1 hour, it could be, you know, like a 50 pip range, and
yeah, and that's why I break down to these zones. So like I kind of would have had a tight stop loss just because it's an exotic, and if I did get stopped out of the zone, I would have just took it. But pretty much just like above the highs though. I really don't be wanting to have a 50 pip stop loss.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and not on this pair. For me, I don't know. I know that probably.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I probably would have had it. I probably had to tighten just because we got 3 touches to the high, and then look at that. We got engulfing candles. I didn't get in this trade though. I was looking to it. I don't think I woke up, and then look.
What pairs are you looking for tonight, man? You gonna be up for London?
Honestly, I kind of just wanted to I'm looking at UChef. I didn't catch it from the bottom. Okay. That UChef move. I kind of want to let gold play out. But, I mean, right now, this week has been super weird. Like, the way the markets have been moving, like all the GBPs and stuff like that. Like, let's look how the market opened up. Just look at that.
Yeah.
Look at this move. Like, you know, it's just been super weird. So, I mean, for me, I might just really study. For real.
Okay.
Yeah. Jamie, you said EG, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's gonna be the trade for next week, man.
Yeah. I was hoping that it was gonna come back to that zone this week, but okay, let's see.
Yeah, that descendant channel caught me off guard.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, that thing caught me off guard, man. I'm in like serious drawdown right now, but I'm holding it.
Right, so I got my highs and my lows. So just off of this, right? We got a monthly engulfing candle before this month. So who knows? We most likely be getting that pushback up to the top. And we got this engulfing candle here. We got this move. So we probably want to get this move up. It just takes time though. Right, so I box in my high and my low. At some point in time, this was a downtrend. Some point in time, this was a downtrend. So what happened? We got an impulsive move on our weekly. So I'm knowing that, okay, at some point in time, I have to get a what?
That retest.
Right. So for me, right, I'm watching price here.
Yeah, that's the ticket right there.
I'm watching price here. So like these price always goes back to these zones, like they always do. Like you just want to watch them, see what happens, right? So right, what type of trend am I in? That downtrend broke. We take this uptrend, right? How does the market move? Impulse correction continuation, right? So I know I have to at least get something like this before I get that move up, right?
Yep.
All right. So from there, right, I'm looking for a nice area where price could possibly retest to before I'm catching that buy. So before this channel happened, I was looking here. Before the price started like scaling up, I was really looking here. Why? Because you got a touch, you got a wick here. So I was really hoping for price to pull back into here one more time. Pull back into here, and then from there, catch and move back up. But that's not what happened. Price just started to scale up. So for me right now, because I really wanted that buy, now I'm kind of just waiting and just let price scale up to this zone and just see what I get. Just see what kind of movement am I getting. To see what's going on. And look how it's going up. It's going up super, super corrective. You see that? There's no real strong movements. It's like it's going up choppy. So because it's going up choppy, it's letting me, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, okay, that this sell has to happen at some point in time. So right now I'm just gonna let it scale up. I'll let this whole thing just scale up. Let it do what it do. And then from there, just see what type of legit pattern I'm getting. So if you wanted to, I mean, you could mark this up like that, but super corrective. So I'll just literally let it play out, let the highs and lows form, and then from there, just watch price in this area. And if I get a nice confirmation for that sell, I'm taking it down to at least these zones. I'm watching for these zones. As you go down, you have more. So I'm just watching, and these zones are just possible areas for price to correct to. Because in the back of my mind, I know my higher time frame, I got the break of that downtrend, right? So I have to get that correction. EG pays out, so I would take the sell, you know, and that's a lot of pips. So as I go down, I'm just watching for areas where price could possibly correct to and then buy. Price could come here, or price could come here.
Go ahead and double tap your screen, bro.
Look at that.
You see that, right?
Look at that.
You see that, right?
Eagle eye.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You know, and they just play out nice. Like they just play out perfectly. Right now. Mouse is dying. Any questions? EG?
Nah, no questions, man.
So yeah, I'm looking for this sell just because we know that a correction has to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like we got the break of our downtrend, right? Impulsive move, and I know that price has to correct. We did get a small correction here back into the zone. I didn't catch it. I was hoping it came back down one more time, but price scaled up. So I'm looking for price to scale back into the zone, and then from there, look for the sell back into these zones. So like I'm using these zones for like potential take profits, you would say, for the sell. Because long term, I'm looking for the buy. You see where we come from? We came from that low. We came from that monthly low, right? You see, we came from that monthly low. Got swiped to the low.
Yeah.
Got the break. Since we got the break, I know I need at least some type of correction. And EG pays out, so I would definitely take this sell. So just let price come to the zone and just see what it does. So yeah, this is a nice trade for next week that I'm looking at.
You mind going over EU real quick?
You said EU?
Yeah, EU.
Okay, gotcha.
I say after you post that chart.
Yes. Let me see.
Hey, Isaiah, won't you let Chris go ahead and mark up EU? Hey, Chris, won't you go ahead and get some of this? Get some of this work.
Cool, man. All right. You know, I already got it marked out, but I'll go ahead and I'll erase it.
Yeah, do it over. Good.
right, cool, man. Here we go. Could I share my screen?
Yeah, let them get some of this work a little bit, man. You take a break, bro. You did good.
Appreciate you, King.
All right, cool. So this is let me remove these indicators here. Okay, so this is I'm looking at the daily right now. Let me go up to my weekly. Get rid of this here. And okay, looking at my weekly, I like to start off by drawing just like key levels just above and below price. So go ahead and put. Zoom in a little bit. Put my support somewhere around here. My resistance somewhere up top. Where I see the most touches. Go ahead and okay. Dropping down to my daily. Dropping down to my daily. I'm gonna find again another area where I'm getting most touches from the top and the bottom. So I'll go somewhere around here. And I'll change that color to blue just so I know that it's my daily. Okay. I like to find like places where the candles I'm getting the most touches are closer to either the close or the open. Go right around here. Okay. So I see that overall we're in a downtrend, right? I see that we're in a downtrend, and price did shoot up all the way up. So I'm kind of taking this as a reversal, right? So what I did is I took my fib. Where's my fib? Not your chaser. Take my fib, measure from the bottom to the top, and I'll see that these reverse points right here do kind of match up with my 618. Hey, hold on, let me see. Everybody still here?
Yep, I'm with you, bro.
Yep.
All right, cool, man. All right, cool. Isaiah, if you see me like doing something wrong, please correct me, man. Tell me, hey, Chris, you know what? You should probably look at this, or a better way to do it would be like this. Okay, so I took the strong push to the upside as like as a reversal, as a sign that we're going to the upside. So again, I took my fib, and I see that these numbers do line up with areas on the market where price has reversed. So I'm expecting another push to the upside, right? So let me drop down to my 4 hour. I'm done with the weekly and the daily. I typically just again draw just a few lines. Okay, drop to the 4 hour. Shoot, let me get rid of this fib. It's kind of throwing me off. Okay, so dropping down to the daily again. I see that we got a strong push to the upside. So again, what are we expecting? We're expecting a retracement. So I see that we got some consolidation here, and we see that I'm seeing that we got a strong rejection from the upside. So if I were to enter this trade, I'd be expecting at the very least a buy, right? So I'm noticing this descending channel here. So I'll go ahead and outline that. Get my decent parallel channel. Do it like that. Box it in.
What makes you think that's a descending channel, bro?
I see that it's kind of ranging between these two support and resistance lines, and it's kind of heading towards the downside. It's not a real sharp move. Would you not like? What would you call that?
I would look at that as
Just a corrective move.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I wouldn't look at that as a descendant channel, because descendant channels,
Okay.
I mean, I would look at that as like a correction. All right. And you're also using
Okay.
Hakanashi candles. So Hakanashi candles is going to give you a different type of look. You know, do you understand Hakanashi candles?
Hakanashi candles. Well, yeah. So you know, the close and the open is that's the real body, right? And then the wicks are the highs and the lows
Right.
for that trading period. For that, okay.
Okay.
Okay. So right here, I'd be expecting a push to the upside if I wanted to go in on this trade. And what my confirmations are, it's, you know, key levels. You know, I got my weekly and my daily, and I'm seeing my candlestick anatomy. I'm seeing this, you know, this pin bar, strong rejection, and I'm also seeing, you know, some consolidation down here. I see that price is respecting this daily key level. So what I'll do next is I'll zoom in to the 1 hour and see if I could find some other market structures, some more confirmations. So yeah, I haven't seen a break of structure yet, so I wouldn't really go into a buy, but I would be overall looking for a buy, just because of the strong rejection. I see this consolidation here. Unless I see a break of this daily and then a retest, then I'll go in for another sell. So let me see. You know, I've been getting up for the London sessions with Quaker the last couple of weeks, and he showed me how to use these indicators here. Before that, I was just going based off of market structure and key levels really, and then trend lines. So what Quaker showed me was one of the confirmations that he bases his decision off of is these EMA crossovers. So when the 50 and the forward crossover, we look at the candlestick that follows the cross, and if the price is above the 50, which is the red, then you know that'd be his confirmation to buy, and if it closes out below, it'd be an indication to sell. Again, that's not the overriding decision. It's really just a more market structure and trend lines, more of the like naked strategies. But that'll just be, I noticed that whenever I backtest that confirmation, it seems to work really, really well. So I was shorting this all night. After Trump spoke yesterday, I got on a Zoom call with one of my boys, and you know, we got up for the London session, and we just watched this thing just drop. So I was just trying to just keep trading this pair because I was watching it all night. So I wasn't sure if it was going to keep going down or if it was going to, you know, go back up.
Yeah, I see the same thing you see, bro.
So,
I see that setup for that buy you talking about.
Okay, cool. So, you know, one thing I don't do and I've been wanting to practice more is like I see you, Isaiah, and like how like Terrell and Lindor, they do a lot of trend lines, man. I see how y'all do the trend lines, and like when I watch you draw it like that, it makes so much sense to me, but I struggle to draw my charts like that because I'm just so used to doing it like this, you know. But like right here, like, you know, I see that the price is holding up here. It's finding support, where if I look to the left, is you know, this area acted as a previous resistance. So yeah, I would be overall looking for a buy. I'd be, you know,
yeah, I'm
looking for you know, some buy signals. So I mean, how would you guys draw on this chart if you were to add on and you know, help make some more sense of this?
Can I share my screen real quick?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, my fault, Jamie. You got it? Or you want to go?
No, hey, I'm a student tonight, man. If you need me, I'm here.
All right, bet.
Hey, cut the rope, man. I remember seeing you on the ForexNChills with Gigi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that.
What's the cut the rope about, man? That's like you making your transition, or
Yeah, man. Yeah, the transition has begun.
you cut the rope already, or what?
Yeah, man. I'm cutting it all right.
That's right.
Hey,
Cool,
this
man.
is Gigi. Jamie is being humble. Jamie's over there paying off BMWs and cash. Don't let him fool you.
All right, man. Hey, Gigi.
Yeah, I need some of that Saudi Arabia money.
We're sitting back letting the new blood lead tonight.
So yeah, bro, same thing. Like that same buy you looking for, like I'm looking for it too, right? So like, right,
Okay.
I have my low, and then like look what pattern I'm in, right? So like I seen this.
Yeah.
We had this nice descending, right?
Decent. Okay.
Right? We got the breakout,
Yeah.
right? That breakout is our impulsive move.
Oh, okay.
Now, I don't know if this a fake out, but look where it came back to. Like, look where it came back to. It came back to that zone. So for me, I'm really just watching it. Now it is looking like some type of correction, but I mean, I'm looking for the buy as well, just because we kind of got that break. And look where it came back to. It came back into that same area that you was talking about, where we had the same type of respect and the same type of consolidation. It's that same exact area. And look what we got. We got that same wick projection you talking about. This is my impulsive move, right? Broken out of that, and this could just be my flag, and we could potentially catch that move to the upside. But right now, I just want to see how price is reacting, because if it's coming out of this correctively, right? If it starts like breaking up correctively, then who knows? We might get that push back to the bottom of that our pattern. You feel me?
To that channel there, yeah. Okay.
But initially, I definitely did see that same break, and I mean, it did come down aggressively though. But I just want to see how price is reacting. But look, it came back to that zone. Came back to that zone, gave you a wick. So, I mean, I'm looking for that same buy setup too. What you see, Jamie? Talk to me.
I'm seeing both things, all right, because go ahead and bust it down to that 4 hour.
Yeah, because I feel like it could come back down to that.
Yeah.
To that.
You see how that right shoulder's forming?
Yeah.
All right. So if you look at that right shoulder, right, it could come back and retest that. Draw that trend line like you had it originally at the top, bro.
Gotcha.
All right, you see that, right? Bam. All right, now go ahead and put a circle right there at that top. There you go.
What, here?
There you go, right there. Yeah. All right. So look, check it, right? So it can come here and hit there, and then retest that area, and then go ahead and break down hard. Because if you look at it, she's correcting. She's correcting, like she's just correcting right now. And you see how she's consolidating yeah, you go, bingo. Now if you look left, keep going. Don't that look familiar? You see that? She's doing the same thing as she did there to the left. Go ahead and look to the left a little bit more. Right there. Right there. You go right there. Now bring your mouse. Just bring your mouse over to the left just a little bit. Bring your mouse. No. Bring everything over to the left. Right there. Stop. Now move your mouse to the left. Move your mouse to the left some more. No, move your mouse. Don't move the screen. Don't move the screen. Just move your mouse.
All right.
Right? Move your mouse to the left. Right there. You see that, right?
Okay.
Is that not what she's doing again?
Okay.
You see that? So she's going to come back and retest that area. That's what I'm looking for the sales, for the continuation. She's forming that right shoulder.
Yeah.
She could retest that zone that you drew retest that. Now, if she breaks and retests and keep going, then that's when I look for the buy. I'm looking for the overall drop for the continuation for the sale.
Yep. Because higher time frame, I kind of see this as like a fake out. You know, if you look at this, like
exactly.
The pullback is
because she ran up real hard. Yep. And then she dropped as hard as she ran up.
Yep. So yeah, let this correct up, and then we probably going back to that bottom. And it's the same thing with the dollar, right? Legit, the same exact thing.
Bingo.
Look at that.
Yep.
You got that push out, but look what you got. You got a strong wick and a strong bullish candle. Same exact thing. And then look what's happening. We could possibly get a correction back to one of these zones, and then we get that push back up. So I feel like I noticed, like, with these higher time frame patterns, that they take time. And like even like with like GN, Jamie, you got it. Even with like GN and like GA, like how it wicked so hard, it makes sense. Why? Because on a higher time frame, GA, we was where? We were at, like, let me show you again. We were at like a monthly flag, like at the top of a monthly flag, right? I think that was GA. That was a GN. Yeah, like look at this. Like, this is like a monthly flag. You see that? So like it made sense why it would wick so crazy before it dropped. You know?
Right.
There's so much money up there, and it's a higher time frame thing. So I wouldn't expect it to happen right away just because we're in the zone. Higher time frame moves take time to set up and time to happen. Same thing with eShep. eShep, we looking for that big buy, but there's no coincidence why it's playing around at that monthly low. It's the monthly low.
Right.
You know?
This is it, man. That's it, guys. That's it. Isaiah, man, as always, man, you is like a maestro on these charts, man. So
Appreciate you, bro.
I mean, really. Gigi, you want to go ahead and close us out? You know, we've been on here for about 2 hours, Isaiah, and you know, then did some things. Kristen came up here and bust a move on these charts. You know, like to close us out?
Hey, you guys. So if anybody doesn't have any other questions, we'll close out. We're going to get back on ForexNChill tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Isaiah, I was telling Jamie and Chelsea that you three should lead ForexNChill tomorrow night. I try to help everybody that's up and coming build their name, get the following out there, put them up front, you know, take care of you guys. So if you're interested, hit us up after we end the call. Yeah, thank you guys for jumping on. ForexNChill is free for everybody. If you have prospects who want to join the team, or if you just have friends from any other team that want to just get on and learn market structure, tomorrow night it will be on ForexNChill.com and at 10 p.m. So Isaiah, thank you so much for your hard work tonight. Thank you everybody that jumped on the stage.
Thank you, Gigi. Thank you, Isaiah.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Thank you, man. You have a good night.
You too.
All right, be blessed, everybody.